Yesterday in the House, two important developments on health care. First, 106, please. The House passed with Republican votes a Republican leadership designed health care bill. Here's the headline from our friends at CBS News. House passes GOP health care bill without the ACA extension. Because there was no ACA extension, four Republican members of the House joined the Democrats, one of whom, Congressman Lawler, moments after he left us yesterday, joined folks from the Northeast, and now have a discharge petition. And that, in theory, in January, now there'll be a vote on extending the Obamacare subsidies in the House. Senate will probably never pass it, so we'll see. But it's possible that it could spur some action there. How do people feel about Congressman Lawler and his colleagues who signed the discharge petition? Well, some feel pretty good. For instance, the place every Republican wants to get some love from the CNN morning show. Here it is.
They're stabbing the rest of the party in the back.
Republican revolt. House GOP centrists go nuclear, choosing the people over their party.
All right, so CNN says Congressman Lawler's gone nuclear and he's chosen the people over the party. What could be higher praise? Well, who feels less good about what the congressman did? Paul Gigot and the Wall Street Journal editorial board. Here's what they said, 107. Their lead editorial says what Congressman Lawler did was nonsensical. And it says those watching you can read it. It's kind of a long quote here. But in any event, they're not happy. They think you're, Congressman, they think you're enabling the Republican or the Democrats and making it harder for the leadership to pass something good. So I'm not going to ask you to defend your vote because you've talked about it at great length. But what happens now? What happens between now and January? What happens in January? Will there be a vote that passes of Obamacare subsidy extension?
Yeah. So after I signed the discharge, we had a meeting of the Problem Solvers Caucus with a number of senators and a bipartisan group of senators and had a very frank discussion. I think the reality is, as I rightly pointed out, I mean, the clean 3-year extension is nothing but a messaging bill by the Democrats. Chuck Schumer put it forward in the Senate. It failed. Hakeem Jeffries refused to let his Democratic members sign on to bipartisan discharge petitions. And so, in the absence of Republican leadership putting the bipartisan compromise on the floor, we had no choice but to force a vote. And so what I think will happen is when we get back in January, you will have a vote on the clean 3-year extension. It'll pass. And I think you'll actually have more Republican votes than people realize. But it'll pass. It'll go to the Senate. The Senate is going to have to send back a bipartisan compromise that includes the reforms that I and every Republican have been talking about: income limits, insurance reforms, PBM reforms, HSA expansion, and elimination of the zero premium plans by having a nominal $5 fee. And I think the president will be able to get some wins in this as well. This is the vehicle to get a bipartisan compromise done, and I think that's what will happen in January.
They say that something that's easy is like a walk in the park. Well, easier than a walk in the park, hit the subscribe button, be part of the two-way community, never miss an episode, be part of our conversations. Thank you for your service to America.
And don't forget, you can now listen to the morning meeting and Two-Way Tonight on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.